today. From Bills Stadium in Orchard Park, New York, it's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports.
We are just about 4 miles off the shore of Lake Erie at Bills Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Minnesota Vikings and the Buffalo. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. To return it, Darius Phillips. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Under center for the Vikings, out comes the former Michigan State Spartan and longtime veteran Kirk Cousins.
And coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It was too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
Cousins on first down. It's caught. Smith. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Looking to throw again on second down. Cousins. But they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. So after the INT, it's Allen. And he rifles one incomplete. Here's second and 10. Throwing now is Allen. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Danielle Hunter able to record his 5th sack of the season.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. He'll get this off to Etienne. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over. This one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
3rd and short yardage. Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he will have a Vikings first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. A first down throw for Cousins. And this one complete to Smith. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
First down. Here's Cousins to Jefferson on the slant. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. A give. This is Cook. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. They're working out of the gun. Cousins. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. And Oliver able to record his 5th sack of the season. And his kick here is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. It will give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Vikings will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Cousins now. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. On 3rd down, Cousins. Complete. Smith has it. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the 1st. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And that was not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
On second down, a run with Etienne. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. And now, hang tight, we pause for an injury to the wide receiver, Stephon Diggs, who is yet to hop back on his feet. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Boy, that completion comes with a high degree of difficulty, especially on the catch. Had to look that one in one-handed, able to do so, and ends up picking up a first down as well.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The clock running here, under a minute to go now in the first quarter of a 3-0 game. On second down, Etienne once more. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills are going to tie the game at 3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss, as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
On second down, Cook. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Cousins now to throw on first down. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And we got an injury here. And I believe, yes, that's the wideout, Adam Thielen. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. On 1st and 10, Cousins.
He'll get that to Amir Smith-Marset.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Cousins to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. On second down now. It's Cook, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. They'll run with Cook, and he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. A give to Cook out of the gun. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Carlos Basham with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. And his kick is indeed good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. and that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Here's a give to Etienne. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Bills on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Shifts past him at the 45. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. A give to Etienne running right. And he'll get it down here to the 43. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Going right back to Beckham here, complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Back to the ground with Etienne. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down.
Face mask, defense.
So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. On 2nd and goal, Allen. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Etienne. And trying to shake free, but Etienne cannot. The defense will stop him short. Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Bass is good. And that will tie things up at 6-6. Good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams?
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Xavier McKinney.
And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And it's up and good to extend the lead to 13-6. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
This fielded right at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A touchdown would tie it. They trail 13-6 as they come up with a 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. play fake. Cousins.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Allen. He'll get this one complete to Davis. That catch good for only a couple. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. Caught right side. Davis. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1.
They'll try and set up the screen to ETN.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back. In pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Cousins. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. The Vikings send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Now Allen. Little razzle-dazzle by OBJ. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. So we've reached halftime here at Orchard Park with the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man John. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
And he's going to have a Bills first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
On first down, Allen. Under pressure, and down he goes. Danielle Hunter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Allen going to throw. And that will be incomplete. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Over the middle, complete. It's Johnson. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Play action now, Cousins. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins.
He's going to get this one down to Cook. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. "36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Allen now on 1st down. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. Here's Allen. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A handoff for Etienne.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Play action. Now it's Allen. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Daniil Hunter make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Allen. Caught left side. It's Beckham. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Allen now looks to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 11.
He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Cousins. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cook. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Open man is Thielen. It's complete.
And he will have a Vikings first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Throwing, Cousins. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Von Miller in there for sack number 127 in his great career, moving him past Kansas City Hall of Famer Derek Thomas on the all-time list. Draw play, Cousins to Cook. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Here's Cousins. It's caught. Smith. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Cousins on 1st down. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And that is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And that one, just an absolute killer. A chance to get this back within 1 score.
All hope not gone yet. But at the same time, you're exactly right. They needed to get back within 1 score and have a motivated defense take the field in order to get it back for them for one last big drive.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Handoff running left is Etienne.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. And this is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Allen. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And again, it's Allen.
And now offensively, it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. The kick by Bass is good.
And the Bills will add on to their lead.
So that, maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. To throw, Cousins. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And his throw is incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Now Cousins. And as he throws and the ball is out, it's a live football.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Allen.
He'll get that underneath Etienne.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
They'll try the left side with Etienne.
And shutting him off, now open field. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
107 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. They'll run with Etienne.
5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
Toss left side for Etienne.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Travis Etienne,
his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Bills could be on their way to a 5-2 start as they add on to their lead. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time, he had the speed to win that race.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it, because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius, as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further, as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory. And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Picked up by Folasade the Milliken.
And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
1st and 10. It's Etienne.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Allen.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins over the middle, complete. That's Cook. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the throw there going to be incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
138 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Now Etienne.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A give running right, Etienne.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Bills, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.